Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. It's going to be a scorcher out there today. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. Coming up on the first pitch, and our starting pitcher here today, Clay Holmes. What do we need to know here?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Xavier Edwards, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one outside. 2-0.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games. So I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
And a foul ball. The 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him. And one gone. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. And it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Everything came together for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Jesus Sanchez, batting with one down, takes a strike. Late swing, foul to the left.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Hit on the ground, might be two. Slings to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride. Swings and misses. Strike one.
0-1.
And a strike in there.
0-2.
Next pitch misses way outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike three. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab here, Sandy Alcantara. How about a report on him, Chris?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Hauls it in for the out. And now it's Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off. Alcantara, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup. That one ripped right center field. In one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. The relay to second, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Swing and a base hit. Coming around third is Soto. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing.
Oh, look at this. The feed for one. Out. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. Holmes, an all-star a season ago, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Just missed. And that's in for a strike. That's off the mark. 2-1. Tap foul at the plate. Kicks and deals. And that's outside. And it's 3-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. That clips a corner.
0-1's the count.
1 out, bases empty. In the dirt, and that is ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Davison de Los Santos, the next to hit, takes ball 1. The next offering misses. Now 2-0. There's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. On a line, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the second. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. Working down in the zone to start the at-bat, looking for that double play ground ball.
Yeah, back-to-back sinkers there. He's looking for some weak contact or to get this hitter to roll over. Now, as a hitter, you have to be really disciplined. Don't look down because you'll end up chasing the ball down. Set your sights high. Maybe you get a mistake.
And a good eye there. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Conine over at second. De Los Santos over at first with 1 away.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Right through there. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and now here is Brandon Nimmo. Alcantara back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
And there's a ball.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Conine in position. And there's one down. Here's Jesse Winker.
The designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
And that one fouled off. Swung on, belted. Conine, long run. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Stepping in, Tyrone Taylor. Hit hard, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, it's offline. The run comes in.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Francisco Alvarez at the plate now as he chases after that one. Taylor leads off first with one away. And that one is inside.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
That's out number 2. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
The second baseman. Here.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
One run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. Out to short, Edwards. They take the force out, and that'll do it. And we're back onto the 3rd inning. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Xavier Edwards. Line drive, and that's just foul. On the ground, and that chance handled. Not in time, an infield knock to start the inning. Digging in, Connor Norby. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Taylor sizes this one up, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. He's 0 for 1. There goes the runner. Pitching for a strike. No throw, safe at second. One out and a runner at second. Runner on the go again. Strike in there. Hit on the ground to the right side. In there safely. It's 2-1. One down. And up next for Miami, Jonah Bride. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1.
0-1. That's a ball.
Sanchez, the base runner at first with one out. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. As we go to the last of the 3rd, here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. Out there to center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And a quick out, number 1. Juan Soto now.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And ball 1.
2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. One down, base is empty.
Ball 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure
that one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Now here is Mark Vientos. Man at second. There's a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's off the inside corner. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's inside. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Towards first. That's a fair ball down the right field line. Soto around third. He'll score. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Comes through with the RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Pete Alonso. First
Ball
pitch,
1, no
not
strike.
close. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the
Ball, 1
zone.
strike.
Can't glove it cleanly. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. A flip to the pitcher covering. And that takes care of Alonso. Here's Brandon Nimmo. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
To the right side. Fair ball. Runner from third comes across, and they lead by 3.
Picks himself up an RBI. Caught it out front and ripped it down the line. And as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double.
And here is Jesse Winker on the ground right side. They limit the damage here. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Griffin Conine.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The 0-1. Just missed.
Ball 1.
You know, these Marlins doing a great
1
job,
ball,
Boog,
1
of just waiting for the right
Ball.
pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Snags it on the run. And there's 1 down. And next is the designated hitter, Davison De Los Santos. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. In the air, right side. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Kyle Stowers digs in now. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 outs, base is empty. And foul ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Mets doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Way upstairs, 1-0. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. And they add a run. It's 5-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. Pitch misses outside. Ball 1. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. So the batting order turns over. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Here's Juan Soto. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. McNeil headed home. Now a relay to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And the lead is up to 5.
Well done. Drives in the run.
So the Marlins go with a new arm, Declan Cronin.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And here is Mark Vientos. The 1-0. There's a swing and a miss. Soto at second with 2 down. Next offering is downstairs.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed. Out. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Now batting, the first base.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to short. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Sean Reed-Foley.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So digging in, Nick Fortes went down on strikes his first time through. Reed-Foley in his fourth year. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Just missed. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. The shortstop takes a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Outside with a breaking ball. Next pitch is outside. Fastball for a strike.
We got a full count.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. He can't squeeze it, and it drops in foul. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. First offering, and it just misses. Strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Corrals it, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Cronin back to work. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. And the leadoff man aboard.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Now it's going to be Jesse Winker. Runner at first with no outs here. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Breaking ball inside. Going to count 1 and 2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Konai racing over to make the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Back-to-back base hits. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Here's Edwards for 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. Just missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a miss.
One
and
ball,
it's
1
1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Base is empty, 1 away. And we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And down on strikes. Marlins set down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Left field, way back there. Conine going back on this one. To the warning track, makes the catch. So up next, Juan Soto.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Misses off the plate, and it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. The Mets up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Sanchez pulls that one down, and a couple of quick outs. So 2 down now, and here is Mark Vientos. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope, outside.
Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Close, but called a ball. And the count's even at 2. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. In plenty of time to first, and that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Danny Young.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now the left fielder, Griffin Conine.
The left fielder, Griffin Conine.
Not even close there. And that's ball one. Line drive, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
It's always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
De Los Santos up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside ball one. He was late there. Strike one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And now the center fielder, Kyle Stowers. That misses. Ball one. And that is out of play. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. That's outside. And a count 2-1. Man at second. That one inside. And that's ball 3. Swing and a miss. And he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Nardi.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Alonso.
And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Hot shot to third. Whips it to first. And that takes care of Alonso. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Pulls in with a double, 3rd hit for him today.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock. Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate, but it's offline. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Winker at first, 1 gone. Foul ball there. And that one inside and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him and he hit him. So first and second with 1 man gone. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. Fought off foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And there are 2 outs. So first and second with 2 outs. So up next for New York, Jeff McNeil, 1 for 3. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Stanek.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Back to the top of the order now. And now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. Stanek, in his 8th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker.
That's foul.
Ground ball up the middle. And it gets by him. Still manages a throw. Tag, and they got him. So an error on the play, but they get the out anyway. Norby in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fastball is outside. And that one is lifted in the air. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. And that's outside. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
1 strike.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Taylor moving under it. Makes the catch, inning over. This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle.
Ball 1, no
Probably
strike.
ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
1 away. Now the number 2 hitter, Juan Soto. And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. To the right side, into the outfield, base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
It's been a rough one for him so far at the plate, but that'll help. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Fouled off left side. That one pushed foul. Ringing him up, says Darryl Parker. That's a strikeout. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now Jonah Bride. Stanek back to work. That's inside. And that is ball one.
Right through there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. McNeil makes the play. 1 up, 1 down. And at the plate for Miami, Matt Mervis. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Inside.
Plate,
and now it's even 1-1. Gets under it and pops it up. McNeil hauls it in for the out. So it's their last chance in this one. Next to hit, Griffin Conant. And that misses. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
1-1.
They're down to their final strike. The Marlins down to their final strike. There's the splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Catcher has it. Fires to first. And that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays. Great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.